For what I mentioned there.
Fuck. What the hell's going on with my mouse? I really think I need a new mouse. Accidentally booted up the game when I wasn't supposed to, so I guess recording starts now. Let's go. I need water and I want to eat something, so I'll just let the anime opening happen. This time uninterrupted by my singing. Ain't that just grand for everyone watching? Who knows, maybe you're a sicko and you actually like me singing along. Alright, towel reverse. Kare wa majutsu no isen ni Arayu chikaku to aigo ni hizobu Kono arayu Saido hiden ni Sotatsu sen Akuma mo Akuma mo Ketsup bando. There's still no internet and there's still nothing I can do, so here I am. One could make an argument that I am only playing through this game again because I don't have internet. But I swear, along with Ender Lilies, I will find time to play these. Despite my busy college life and... Well, when you don't have internet, you're not allowed to be busy. You're just not allowed to do anything, period. Let's go. We're visiting Waterside now. I think I hate this place and remember it vividly as the place I stayed in for the longest amount of time. That's kind of why I hate it, but I do remember this place very well. Even the loading screen is way too familiar to me. What's the sweet smell? A vial? There's some kind of liquid inside. I wonder what it's for. Maybe some kind of perfume? It smells a bit too sweet though. It smells something sweet coming from you two. Do you have some sweets there? Unfortunately, no. Here, we found this vial with some kind of sweet-smelling liquid inside. That's... Huh? I believe that's vanilla essence. It's used to make sweets. Huh, so that's what it's for. Yes, quite unusual discovery. Quite an unusual discovery. You don't need this. Isn't that right? I know I'm right. Agreed. Yeah. I guess so. Hold on to this. Are there any problems? None at all. You're fine too, Jack. Very well. Now then. There she goes. She looked very happy there. As usual, Gretel's very forceful when it comes to sweets. As usual. Well, for us, this is actually our first time getting to know that Gretel's got kind of a sweet tooth.
Please set the proper item.
You know what actually happens if I set the wrong thing? I've never actually done it. I thought I was punished for doing the wrong thing. Will you tell me all I do is waste time?
We should be fine now.
Hopefully he'll be off our tail for a while. At least one nice thing about this place is that it's very open, visually speaking at least. The doors, you can actually see what's on the other side of them, and there aren't a lot of walls. Most of the walls are actually just like water, which you can see past. So apart from the natural fog the game has,
Do your best. Here I
oh wow,
go.
Hamlin's Gretel, I mean, is so freaking slow.
My turn.
Water.
Here I go.
Next, I will try with fire. Nah, fire can be Gretel's job.
This should do it. Here I go. Take this.
Well, one of that guy's weak to fire.
I'll crush you.
And lastly, wind.
Ah! Here I
And this
go.
girl, that sounded like it hurt way more, Hamlin, despite the fact that that dealt 1 damage.
Yeah. Let's do this.
This lady is no threat for you.
Yeah.
Oh, let me.
Great work, everyone.
I forgot what Gretel does.
Finally stopped.
Oh, actually, I think it is for the best right now. Because Gretel's weapon is a frontline weapon. I should do something
How much
about the
longer will
formation.
this take?
Compassion? What? That makes no sense. Chance of party HP recovery when Gretel receives magical damage. Store a small amount of the party's HP. That is very good. And she does more air damage. Alright, so we've got some overlap for Hamlin's use. So I guess Hamlin can focus more on Earth now. Because Gretel's the fire element. And wanna organize this. This will be an ability I use a lot. So I'll put it alongside Frozen Tear since that one I also use a lot. But Red Portal does also to draw the map, but it's not as useful as Little Mermaids, which is way cheaper and actually shows 7 tiles ahead, rather than just the tile 3 spaces ahead of you. I do believe we can get another party member very soon in this area. Unlike Gretel, which we had to beat up the nightmare in its entirety first. And the character that's in here is another reason why I don't like this place. You'll see, I won't spoil it.
Here they come. Let's go. Take
Here
this.
I go. Leave it to me. Are you okay?
Here I go. My turn.
How's that not done yet?
I forgot to intimidate.
I'm here. Here I go. Let me heal you.
I haven't unlocked the
My
all
turn.
heal move yet. I should really do that. Now, this is really annoying. There's 2 earth moves, but they're both literally the exact same.
I need to focus.
How's this?
Okay, that guy's weak to earth.
I'll do this. Here I go.
Let's go.
Okay.
Take this.
Easy.
Level up.
I'd like to get to
It's
level
over.
20. So I can get under class.
I'll show you my power.
Oh, here's the first
Here.
use of Red Portal.
Here.
Unfortunately, it leads nowhere.
Here.
So it's just a waste of time. So let's go get all heal. The Necromancer get Omega heal. Huh.
I wonder what Otsu is doing.
Oh no, this is useless. Should go back down the first stay. What have we got?
Here they come!
Let's go!
I can actually spam attack and then
Leave it to me! There! There!
Oh, thank goodness we won.
yep, clear difficulty sure is hard. I need to get across the water, but it's too far to jump. I wonder.
How's this?
Oops, I didn't mean to. Shit.
How's this?
I meant to use
Show
frozen
you
tear.
my power.
Oh, that lifts us. Very good. Just a shortcut.
I'll show you my power.
Like this?
Ooh, look at this. I don't know about you, but this looks like the perfect spot to do some blood farming.
Grow strong.
I'm gonna
can't
focus
wait.
on weapons,
That should do it. That should do it. I can't wait.
because that's really what we
can't
need
wait.
right now.
There! 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 There!
Even the
Here
convenient
I
thing.
go. It's time for battle. Are you ready? Let's go. I'm here.
My turn. Are you okay?
Here I go. This should do it. My turn.
Man, what's that? Well, tried to poison me.
How's this?
I'm not
Leave
done
it to
yet.
me. Eat this.
I'm not done yet.
Do this. This'll hurt. Let's do this.
I wonder if this will.
Here.
Nope.
My turn. Let me help.
No, that works.
Oh, focus. Tired. Get a hold of yourself. Leave it to me. Get up. Whoa. Here I go. Take this. We won. Amazing.
An enemy.
Let's go.
Here I go.
I go! This should do it! Here I go! I need to focus. I'm not done yet. Come at me! I guess what I'm doing.
Blood. Weapon. Blood.
Finally, stopped.
Ooh, I want the all blood crystal. Yeah!
Found something. Choices.
That is very useful.
Here I go.
It's literally just an enemy. Let's ignore that. You know, I'm gonna retreat for now.
Welcome, welcome. Want to request a harvest? Gotcha. Planting crystals, huh? Anything else?
Let's plant on our own. I'll put in a trial that gives us more blood crystals, why not? Also, I really don't have much to say. So, if you don't mind,
Choices.
I'm gonna continue watching this video.
Cursor screen being annoying? Well, here it is. With only one accessible item at a time in this game, you're in this menu a lot.
Grow strong.
And the display is actually quite small on
Grow
top of
strong.
it, so you have to scroll for a while before finding what
That should do it.
you
There.
want.
Hopefully they grow
Previous
out.
games in this menu, Zelda's adventure is schematically populated by characters. Interactions are much less interesting.
Young girl, don't touch me. You can still be blind. I know you all hate me. When did I ever do to any of you? Let's just be honest.
As mentioned, office staff play the characters in this game, and that goes for the voice acting too.
You're no friend to us down here. I've failed in my mission. Lord, this enemy is coming.
The first shrine in the game is the Shrine of Earth. It's very straightforward, and for the most part, you can expect the same from other dungeons. In most Zelda games, your progress will be barred with obstacles. You'll find items, usually inside
Here I
rooms,
go.
that not only circumvent those specific obstacles, but also carry utility
Here I
and
go.
combat for
Behold.
exploration. When you unlock the hookshot, for example, you start thinking of all the ledges that were previously out of your reach. Could the hookshot be used
Grow
there?
strong.
That's not really
You
how
hear?
items or obstacles work in this
Grow
game.
strong.
Most part will really block your progress against enemies. There are a few foes in this game that can only
Grow
be
strong.
vanquished with an
Grow
extremely
strong.
specific
And
The
wonder what
bulls ones,
they
for example, can
Grow
only be
strong.
destroyed by the noise. That'll add up for anybody who's read the initial game man. However, the spells or items you need to take care of certain enemies are often a guessing game. To certain dungeon, try everything you have, and when nothing works, you'll sigh and make your walk of shame to the exit.
What to do?
Explore the lands and
Grow,
search for
you
the
hear?
right There are items that have some limited use as well. Candles can brighten up dark rooms, but it's
Here they
usually
come.
not necessary.
Let's go.
A ladder can be used to cross
Here I
this
go.
canyon,
Let's
only
run.
on one specific screen of the game. A knife can be used to cross this broken bridge, but only on one specific screen in the game. A raft can be used to cross this body of water, but only on one specific screen in the game. Part of the fun of Zelda is being given unrestricted access to the world and experimenting to see how items interact with that world. Zelda's adventure both looks and plays more closely to like an FMV adventure game. Items are used to progress and then tossed out immediately. The only thing that differentiates it from that genre is the fact that there's combat. Well,
That should do
I guess
it.
there's combat in some FMV adventures, but
That should do it.
so I'm going to talk about combat now. First, the good. The attack animation is improved slightly. You can actually see an arc to your swing, and there's more than one frame that gives you feedback. Technically, the game gives you some limited invincibility when you're hit, although it's very fickle about when and how that works. Completing shrines will reward you with extra hit points and attack power, and over time that becomes noticeable. Troublesome enemies from the beginning become quite easy to deal with, and it's nice to feel some sense of progression. Finally, in regard to the spells and projectiles I've mentioned before, there's an absolute laundry list of them.
I can't wait.
Options you have by the end is ridiculous.
I can't wait.
Ways like flying in every direction or dispersing in an army.
I can't wait.
For the most part, these are quite redundant. They're used for quote-unquote puzzle solving twice or so throughout the game, which usually just means hitting an orb from the other side of the room. Like the previous CDI Zelda games, items here use rupees as a resource. Actually, rupees this time, by the way, not rubies anymore.
What to do?
Every enemy in this game will either drop hearts, 5 rupees, or 10 rupees.
I can't
I've
wait.
never seen anything else drop. Thankfully, this makes rupee farming quite straightforward. Unfortunately, rupee farming is still very necessary, and actually even more so than the side-scrolling games. On top of constantly having to buy expensive items, you'll really be wanting to use rupee-consuming spells instead of relying on your wand. That's because the combat is atrocious. You don't want to be anywhere near an enemy unless you absolutely have to be. That's for one simple reason: the hitboxes. The hitboxes in this game are bad. Like, I'm talking unreal bad. They feel like they're...
Well, let me do some of these. At the scenario.
I'm glad you came.
Wait, why did I go here?
Is there anything else? Ready for the injection? Is there anything else? See you.
I believe there's one in the cafeteria that I like.
Welcome. You want a purge? You want a purge? See ya!
Look over there. Rattles. Smiling? You're right. I wonder if she had something nice happen. Nice would be an understatement to describe her smile. I'd even say it's an omen of something to come. Otsu? It looks like she's eating something. What are you two doing here? We noticed you were smiling, so we were just wondering if everything was alright. I'm just eating sweets. What a delight. She's talking while eating. She must really like those sweets. I thought sweets were a rarity down here. Where did you get them? I got them from my brother, Hansel. From Hansel? To be specific, I picked these from his body. Body? Oh, I wish I did hear that. Does it taste good? As a matter of fact, the entirety of the jail is apparently sweet and delicious. To some, it's the only reprieve from jail that you get. Oh, why, yes. You must really like them. Kirara said that though. You're going to have to find your own, as these are mine. We're fine, thank you. Right, Otsu? Yes. We're not hungry, so have fun. There's no way I want to eat them. Especially now that I know she got them from Ansel's body. I see. I'm surprised you like sweets. I didn't expect you to like them that much. Why, anything sweet is good to me. I'm instinctively attracted to the consuming of sweets. I suppose this is my blood libido. I can't stop it. Let's see. Even if it was her blood libido, I am a bit worried all those sweets will add to her weight. Gretel? May I suggest that you move a bit after eating? Looks like Princess wants to think the same thing as me. Move, as in exercise. I suppose a balance is needed here. I'll keep that in mind. Yeah, please do. What? Is that Princess? We never actually get to hear Little Mermaid sing. Thank goodness I made it in time. Ah, her singing is so beautiful. Otsu, since when were you there? I just came a short while ago. I told you I'd come for you. Aw, I thought you wouldn't notice. Do you think I wouldn't notice? I would follow you no matter where you would go. It's kinda creepy. Oh, stop it. That aside, do you mind singing a bit more for me? Hey, stop it with all your sweet talk. No more for you. It's quite unfortunate, but are you sure about that? I'm sure you want to sing a bit more, yes? No. It's not good to lie. I've been with you for as long as forever. I know you're lying just by the expression on your face. Fine. You really know how to tease others, don't you? Just you. I am still very much a child, you know. That's why I have this knack for teasing the girl I love. Hey. Okay then. Just one song though. Thank you, Princess. Unbelievable. Breathe in, breathe out. Okay. Da 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 da. Did you come to listen to, Jack? Jack, are you dancing? I don't know why, but I imagine Jack is doing the freaking Prenny dance of them spinning around here. I don't know why. It just fits for some reason, I think. Heh, not bad at all. You really are beautiful, Princess. That's enough of that. Let's see what we can do. % chance to reduce stats. I think I can live with that.
Let's do our best. Let's do our best.
10% chance to not be able to use items. Nope. Nope. This is literally worthless. That's way too much. Wow. And that is active all the time. Not worth it. More nightmare encounters? Sure.
Let's do our best.
I can get away with that. I'm good at running away.
How's this? This should do it. How's this? How's this? How's this? How's this? This should do it.
Generated. I can't imagine
Let's
that
go.
they were handmade by humans. Often just entering an enemy's vicinity will cause you to take multiple hearts of damage. Like many aspects of the other games, a lot of this just comes down to luck. Enemy placements are pre-arranged, so sometimes you'll enter a new screen and just
Right.
immediately be hit by no fault of your own. You gotta know beforehand. Oh, okay, the enemy's gonna spawn here, so I've gotta move through this part of the screen. It's even worse when an enemy has a
How's
specific
this?
weakness.
How's
See,
this?
when you extend your wand, the spell will sort of start its trajectory in front of it. And if your
Wow.
wand even touches the
Jesus
enemy,
Christ, that just scared me actually.
so you have to create a minimum distance between you and the enemy.
Just get this first. Thank you.
There's a
Almost
menu.
universally just follows out the
How's this?
So creating
How's
distance is
this?
easier said than done.
We should be fine now.
We enter the transition area and move to another screen, losing your progress as the enemy regains all of their health.
Here.
I
It
want
boxes
to leave
down
them
to
out.
like
This.
one small facet of the gameplay experience, but it's really the most consistent issue with Zelda. That you can't really plan for. Often works in your favor as well, as
Here we
enemies
come.
inexplicably take
Stop.
damage, but
Let's
it's a
go.
gamble and rather not to take.
Do your best. Leave
The
it to
game
me.
is reasonable about player depth. If you die on the overworld map, you'll respawn to the center map with all of the resources and whatnot you've accumulated. If you die in a dungeon, you'll respawn at the beginning of the dungeon with most enemies defeated. If you die in a boss fight,
Calm
you'll
down,
spawn
Jack.
right outside the boss room. This is great, except for the fact that you might be out of rupees for
Here
the
I go.
fight, so you'll actually have to manually leave the shrine to go grinding before coming back and fighting all the enemies over. That's because bosses take specific spells to be killed, and you don't have rupees, so just destroy
I'm
them.
not done yet.
Oh god.
I'm not
It's
doing
a
my best.
rudimentary form of fast travel here as well. In each dungeon, you'll find a compass, which can be used on the overworld map to warp you to its associated dungeon entrance.
Get a
It's
hold of
actually pretty
yourself.
That's an all-targeting attack.
when you consider the sheer size of the world. There are still many hidden chunks, but the game will slowly unlock shortcuts, which cuts down the tedium.
Get up.
In the
Here
Earth
I
Shrine,
go.
you're given this little scene where Gaspera talks about your quest, and body mixing associated. You can understand what he's
Here I
saying.
go.
Pretends to smile.
Calm down, Jack. Here I go.
Did it work?
All those battles.
Anyway,
did.
it's
Fuck
about
yeah.
things or what to do. What element of dungeon do you expect after the Earth Struggle? An ice cavern? It's a kind of a wind temple, maybe? How about a circus full of wacky illusions, clowns, and doors that take you back to the beginning of the dungeon? This room.
Great work, everyone.
The worst. You've got this slippery ice floor and these two wizards trying to vaporize you. Just got a tiny bit. Don't overdo it. Ah, fuck.
You really need.
This dungeon is just nonsense. At one point, I didn't even know how to progress. I retraced my steps everywhere.
Really need better stuff for gratitude.
Big shoutouts to the PC.
I don't want to grind.
Probably well formatted for a game that like 8 people will ever play. Anyway, you have to go to this dead end.
Please set the proper item.
Take a look.
I was created to only tell the truth. The setting is correct.
Yeah, you wouldn't figure that out in such a context-sensitive action. As far as I know, this is the only place it can be done, but I can't say that the dungeons don't have
By the way, despite how water signs look, that is a bit of a problem.
Villages you can visit
The way it looks leads you to believe you can drive portals through there, but nope.
They're often quite cozy, and I find the visual design growing.
It's time for battle. Leave
Speaking
it
of
to
which,
me.
this is probably a good time to talk
For all
about
intents and purposes, that is a wall.
Indoor environments
Do
have a
your
distinctive,
best.
sadly photographed look because the
Here
team
I go.
actually used aerial shots of Hawaii constructing the overworld. Obviously, they've been compressed down in order to run CGI. There's something about it that really transports me back to the 90s. There's a target writers of mainstream 3D games where this idea of realism was king, using FMV, digitized actors, and photo textures and sprites. Games of this style were seen as impressive. Some
Calm
series
down,
took the colorful, cartoonish,
Are you okay?
even abstract designs of its older games and converted them into this realism. For the most part, the results are quite polished these days, but I have to say, I'm always interested in seeing the interpretations of developers at the time. We had 3D Zelda kicking around for 25 years, so it's really not reflecting the imagination. But back in the day, your brain really had to fill in these blanks, and in this way, I actually have great respect
I'll do
for
my
Zelda's
best.
adventure. In preparation for the game, Veritas hired Jason Bakutis, a professional special effects artist who worked on movies. They wanted him to create and animate models to be used in the game, and so he did. There's so many surviving photographs of these models is a major victory for game preservation. Fortunately, due to compression, the amazing details in his work are all but lost in
They don't just
translation.
heal HP, they heal everything, what the hell?
The expert looks ridiculous, but the prosthetic makeup used to make the actor look old is actually pretty fantastic. It's easy to see from the images alone
Leave it
just
to
how
me.
much he cared about creating something of quality. His vision for enemies such as the Octorok holds up quite
Here I
well.
go.
I can see something like this comfortably fitting in
This
with
should
modern
do it.
Zelda.
We won.
His Ganon sculpture is about 100 times more intimidating than its. Even the interior locations were painstakingly modeled, and I love that little diorama look. It reminds me of an I Spy book, or those little scale models you find in museums. Really imaginative stuff. Not sure how a modern tackle box ended up in the blacksmith shop, but aside from shit like that, the environments and enemy designs are pretty fun. The Pole's voice is definitely an interesting one compared to the original NES Zelda. Also, this mushroom that just kind of hangs out
Show
here.
you my power.
You'll die a lot and have to walk past him. Sinister mug still haunts my dreams. And yeah, while I'm talking about it, having to walk through certain areas over and over again is a problem, even
Okay,
without
this-
Show you my
compass.
power.
I've walked this path about 1,000
Here they come.
Oh no.
Hello there. What are you
Shut up. It's mentioned Ray Harryhausen as his primary inspiration, which makes perfect sense. Harryhausen was a master of
Do your
stop-motion
best.
film, creating exquisite models and animating them in ways that holds up really well 60
Leave
years,
it to
70
me.
years later. Unfortunately, many of the enemy animations are very jittery and need a few more frames to feel fluid. I'd hazard a guess here and say that many of the individual frames
my
don't
best.
because of the CDI's limitations. Like its animation magic brethren, the art style often directly conflicts with the gameplay. I've already mentioned the terrible hitboxes, but there are problems with the overworld map as well. It's often difficult to tell where you're supposed to go on a screen. tiny patches of dirt might be your only way forward. Sometimes splotches in the middle of a screen might be a cave. Because of the collision detection, you might assume it's a random piece of scenery and give up before you can find an entrance. In the shrines, there's also a lot of unnecessary foreground details that obscure enemy positions. A lot of that type of thing, or details in the overworld, appear to be edited in over top of the existing photos. I understand that it's outrageous to imagine a single artist designing a overworld without relying on pre-made tiles.
Come!
The low resolution doesn't help either. Critical points of interest are often obfuscated. Game screens are real static. They're not much by way of movement.
I feel
what little there
stronger.
is pretty limited by two.
It's over.
Where's the smoke billowing out of the chimneys, the roaring fire in the tavern, the people swinging beer or Lon milk or whatever the fuck it is people drink in Tolomak? The game in its portrayal of realism also forgoes music for the most part. You'll still get some short looping tracks in dungeons, usually sort of a dark ambience, and it's fine. But when you're traversing the overworld, it's just nature and ambience. I don't actually hate this either. The sounds are reasonably high quality. I could comfortably watch half the bag on my second monitor while rupee grinding.
Here I go. How's this? How's this?
The sounds the enemies make are ridiculous, though. Some of the creatures are suspiciously human-like grunt when they're hit. I've already talked about the voice acting, but I'll reiterate. It's bad, and it's funny.
How's this?
That's worthless.
How's this?
Did you see my dog out?
With his nose, of course! Maybe Ganon should burn this place to the Something very, very wrong with these people. Many of the sequences where you do have to get necessary items just make no sense. It's
This is a wall.
I'm not
or
done
yet.
it would be.
Why wouldn't
There's
it
one
be?
part, for instance, where you go into an inn, and the guy outside warns you that
How's
you might
this?
be robbed, so, be careful.
Be careful when you go inside.
Here.
Some people in these parts would rob you, same as look at you, they would.
You go inside, everybody's just sitting there in silence.
Time for
You
battle.
approach the
Leave it to
innkeeper,
me.
and he says some nonsense about bumbleberry tea.
Bumbleberry tea, that's for certain. What? Bumbleberry
Tea?
Fine, just full. You are welcome to rest here before you head out into the forest of Dory.
Options exhausted, you decide to go back outside, and the guy from before tells Zelda that he has a crush on her before giving her a feather.
I would like to give you a feather as a sign of affection.
Here,
Contain.
Tight.
it'll be all right.
Illogical and unsettling.
I'll do my best.
Other times you're just given false information from the townspeople. You'll be told you can traverse a certain area if you have these boots, but it's just not true. I believe it's meant to be deliberately misleading. Probably you just forgot to things. Feels like the whole game
here I
was
go.
written and designed by 100 people all playing a game of telephone. Even when you do figure out where to go or what weapon an enemy is weak to, the game will force you into situations of trial and error. Here's a switch. I decide to go hit it
Here I go.
Unavoidable death. You can't hit the switch again to turn off the traps. You just have to sit there reflecting on your mistakes.
Come at
To a
me.
playthrough of Zelda's adventure on Philip CDI. You hit the switch from a distance. Fair enough, but it's a total beginner's trap. The game is just plagued with situations like this. There's also an inverse difficulty curve, as things
Thank
become
goodness we
significantly
won.
easier when you've got a bunch of extra hearts and attack damage. There are some easy ways to break the game and bring your rupee count up. And you can literally just walk past this boss without fighting him with no consequence whatsoever. Yeah, they just wanted this thing done so the CDI could hurry up and die in peace. The final battle is mercifully easy. It's a gauntlet of every shrine boss you've
Here I
used
go.
so far, which sounds like a bit of pain.
I'll show you my power. Here I go.
Joke. Even Ganon himself is
Here I go.
He teleports around in a predictable pattern, just
I'll
making
show you my
hit.
power. I'll show you my power.
At last, Ganon is defeated. Old Tolamat is safe. The birds are singing. Isn't it beautiful? Link and Zelda hold hands and behold their victory. Damn shame that there's no FMV involving Link. Desperately want to know what this actor looks like. It's already funny, and his face is only like 16 pixels wide here. Finally, my journey has come to an end. Finally close the book on these games at last. Or at least I would be able to if somebody did a Game Boy D-make of Zelda's Adventure.
Here they come. Leave it to me.
Alright, John, since you've contributed yet another game to this growing list of CDI-associated media, I guess I'll check it out. As mentioned, the idea here is converting the entirety of Zelda's Adventure into a Game Boy form, emulating Link's Awakening. It's definitely rough around the edges, but I like the idea. It mostly feels like a real authentic early Game Boy game, all of the foibles that come with it. The combat is light, somehow worse than the original. It's once again no animation to speak of. That's a real shame. I was hoping for something adjacent to Link's Awakening, which would actually make the game more playable. Here, Zelda just extends the wand outward, and an exclamation mark appears above the enemy's head if you're dealing damage. Pretty bare bones. It's interesting to see how, without all the strange realistic graphics and voice acting, the game design is laid bare here. Mostly, it makes you realize how bad it actually is at its core. Look, Ocarina of Time makes you farm rupees in the beginning for a deck machine. It's more nuanced than that. You're forced to explore and understand how the world works. Hunting for rupees teaches you how to navigate 3D spaces, climb vines, jump off ledges, look around corners. You're also encouraged to explore, as blue rupees don't respawn after being obtained. Zelda's Adventure has you farming rupees completely arbitrarily.
Here I
It
go.
doesn't teach you anything, you don't stumble across anything interesting. You just fight the same enemies and hope that they don't drop hearts. There's nothing really interesting about it, but hey, kudos to John Blake. I hope he continues to work on this game.
Are you okay?
There's potential to
I'll
bring
do
up
my
parity with Link's Awakening, at least in some ways. It'd be another human push entirely to make the dungeons interesting or items more valuable, but I guess we'll see what happens. So I guess you can probably surmise how I feel about Zelda's Adventure as a whole. It's just not enjoyable to play, but it's still kind of an interesting game. There's a neat development
Great
picture
work,
here,
everyone.
and a lot of craftsmanship put into areas I didn't really expect. I can tell in some ways they actually really cared about the product they were making, and in other critical ways they phoned it in.
I'll show you my power.
It comes much closer to the spirit of Zelda than the other games, but it still seems to miss the point. It's not about having lots of items, a big world, and a long game. 300 fucking hours, mind you, like longer than one game. It's about the joy of exploration, the excitement of overcoming fear and balance and challenge. It's about giving the player meaningful items that change their relationship with the game. But I can't give the developers too much credit, not animation magic or physics. These games have gone down in infamy as some of the worst of all time. Is that true? No, they're not even in the running. They're just bad games whose circumstances are so absurd that they've passed into legend. I'd say on a scale from Big Rigs, open road racing to whatever your favorite game is, would put them at about a Yu-Yu Happy Spirit Detective. What really makes them memorable is the cutscenes, because they're so bad that they loop back around and become good again. That's the whole experience. They were conceived at a time before Zelda had really found its
Here they come.
By the time they were rediscovered, just the novelty of hearing Link sound like this
I'm here.
My turn.
was off the charts. Given how much time we spent laughing at these characters over the years and wondering,
Here I go.
I'd say this whole experience for me has been cathartic. I can now proudly proclaim that I've beaten every Zelda game to build CDI. That puts me at the top of 1% of the class, so it makes me a giant concept of that time. One flavor, improved. It's mostly a waste of time. Just look up the cutscenes on YouTube. That's it. For watching. Thank you so much to my patrons for funding my YouTube shenanigans. Let's take a look at some patron questions.
Stopped.
Why the one with Max Landis, of course. No, I'm just kidding. Probably Finding Rebels. That one holds a very special place in my heart. I I would say grand strategy games like Europa Universalis, for
Show you my
example.
power.
I really love the idea of them, and I feel like I would be smarter if I could play them, but I just haven't had the time or energy to invest in learning these games. Oh,
Here
my
I
bad.
go.
This
How's
is a little
this?
question that would probably change every time you ask me. I really like Uncut Gems. I would say that one's at least close to the top.
Here.
There's so many good horror
How's
movies.
this?
Lighthouse, Hereditary, stuff to choose. Green Room, however, is the most underrated in my opinion. If you like
An enemy.
thrillers, I
Let's
highly,
go.
highly recommend checking it out. I haven't really
Do
seen
your
enough
best.
to outwardly dislike it.
Here I go.
I'll say that the killing of a sacred deer didn't really click with me on
Leave it
first
to me.
viewing. I have a stock answer for this one. I don't have any current plans, but the next Tales game I review
Here
will
I
be
go.
amazed. That's the promise I have. And a special shout out to
Leave it
those
to me.
in my persons of
Here I go.
Patreon too. That's right. And a turnip, Sleepy, Abel, and also eBay Takura, True Analyst, Spencer Finley, Small Bud, I'm a Bill Castandes, number one fan, Captain,
I need
Edie
to
Sport,
focus.
Shane Shack, Ronswell, Bernard, Red Bear Flips, Silvar, Polo Shadow, Buko, Jordan Laughter, Alden Rosen, Rick Miller, Katie Hudson, Rocket Man, Jane Hume, Truman
Take this! Thank goodness we won.
James Saban Fernando,
I have a bad feeling about this.
Kelly Slaughter, Zeta, and Kayla Wampold. Thank you all so much for your continued support. I'm gonna probably need to take a second breath doing that soon, but we'll see.
Hug!
If you enjoyed the video and you're interested in supporting the channel,
Show
please
you
check out
my
my
power.
Patreon.
How's this?
Link in the description.
How's this?
You can get various Discord rewards, bonus videos, podcasts, episodes, more stuff.
Here they come.
I'm trying to
Leave
make
it
it
to
worth
me.
your while. In any case, thank you all for watching. Until I see you next time, stay healthy, wealthy, and wise.
I'm here.
Leave it to me.
I haven't gotten a notification yet if the flowers have bloomed. Quite a while.
Here I go.
That has me worried.
Here I go.
We won. I suppose I'm stronger now.
Very good. Oh, there they are.
How's this?
Hopefully I unlock a shortcut soon.
I'll show you my power. Let me try. I'll show you my power. How's this? Here. How's this? How's this?
I don't need to press that button. You know what it does.
It's time for battle. Leave it to me. Take this.
Leave it to me. Here I go.
Here I go. This should do it. How's this? You won't get away. Do this. This'll hurt. We won.
So it's over.
Tired.
Oh, good.
Here! How's this?
How's this?
Here I go! How's this? How's this? I'm not done yet!
Ow. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Woohoo! It might have not been time.
Time for battle! Let's go!
This is too much. I'm running.
Here I go! Let's run!
Oh, hey, look at this. A good blood farming spot. A shortcut is not coming. I'm just gonna go home.
I'll be ranking the games where you play the key development is director or game designer. The only game I won't be covering is Skelter because first I can't even pronounce it, and it's entirely in Japanese and I have no way of playing it. So with all that said, let's get a ranked. And also, this video is brought to you by Squarespace, but more on that later. 13, Kirby's Dream Land. While this may be ranked lowest on the list, that doesn't necessarily make it a bad game.
Want a request to harvest?
Remarkable that it's running on the Game Boy at all. Since this is Kirby's
Gotcha.
first adventure, it has its limitations. It's not colored, there's no abilities,
Gotcha.
it's fairly lacking, and it takes about 20 minutes to complete everything. But even
Gotcha.
still, the core concept is still there, and the game introduces us to a lot of
Gotcha.
classic Kirby enemies that we're still seeing to this day. And the music here is pretty fantastic. In fact, the entire game has continued to be
Anything else?
for games. And to top it off,
See ya.
Kirby's Dream Land comes with those cute cuts
Oh, what weapon?
stars. Most modern Kirby titles don't do that. 12.
I'm glad you
Kirby's
came.
Adventure. This is a massive
You want to
step
change
from what
jobs?
came before. Kirby's Adventure is still the first game to produce the copy of this. This
The
one idea
big-
is so ingenious, it still feels fresh.
I guess
after
you
all
can
these
use
years.
bugs.
It gives you a huge incentive to keep empty and see if they give you extra powers. You feel very dominant.
Is there anything else?
Which is hilarious because you're playing as a little pink body guy. I mean, he's eating the freaking cartridge. This fan has no bounds. The music is still great. The cutscenes before each world are super charming. It's an all-around great time. The game's biggest issue is once again tied down to the hardware time. There's a lot happening on screen. The NES isn't able to handle it very well, so the game lags quite a bit, especially in
Is there
the
anything
levels,
else?
which is why there's not much reason to play this version when the 3DS Classics version exists. It's the same game, but runs at a smooth frame rate and is an all-around better experience. But Sakurai didn't actively develop that port, so we can't count it, of course. Also news to the series are the sub-games. I don't really care for Brain Fever or Quick Draw, but 8 Catcher is really different, especially at the hard difficulties. It gets pretty tough trying to get all the
This should
games
do it.
full of with the product box. This is an absolute must-play, but just try it on the 3DS instead of the NES. 11. Kirby Air Ride. Sakurai reinvented fighting games, and this time he reinvented racing games. Well, kind of, I guess. I know this is a very beloved game on the GameCube, and believe me, I totally get it. Just look at how adorable and well-done the instruction manual is. So much effort and detail is put into this. But when it comes down to it, City Trial is the only decent mode, and that's when you're playing with actual people. The odds of that happening nowadays are slim to none, so I feel like this game isn't as fun as it's been out to be. The main mode is Air Ride, and it's unique alright. You pick from 9 different stages. Yeah, there's only 9, which is an incredibly small amount, and from there you'll race it out. Things get interesting with the vehicles themselves, because they all control differently. And I don't just mean that the stats are different. No, like they fundamentally have strange quirks. The ones where it's kind of like beautiful, but then the Slick Star can't come to a full stop too fast. The Wing Star can bounce off the ground after gliding. The Wagon Star doesn't charge. The Swerve Star can't turn unless it completely stops. And every vehicle has these weird quirks.
You want to purge?
I kind of get the idea of doing this. It makes each vehicle stand out a lot more than a typical vehicle. But the problem is that the changes are too different.
You want to purge?
What you're left with
See ya.
is meaning how 90% of the stars control, and you only use
glad you
one or
came.
two of them.
You want to
And
change
then there's
jobs.
the controls. So basically, we use the joystick to move, and then the A button does everything else. Everything else. That includes braking, inhaling, charging, and hitting the speed boost. There are so many buttons on this controller, and you use one. One! Why? This is simplifying to the extreme. It just feels awkward to control. And while there are copy abilities, they never seem to make it feel
Usually that's at the time.
compared to the items in, say, Mario Kart. So yeah, I've never been a fan of
Is there anything else?
Top Ride is also
I forgot which character that's supposed to be.
And I don't know why you set the forces to pick from this one mode because you've played it a couple times and done with it. But of course, there's still City Trial, which is what everyone adores. You drive through a city and collect a bunch of abilities, which advance your vehicle. This is pretty awesome. In a weird way, it almost feels like Grand Theft Auto, which the freedom to drive anywhere, but it's curvy-fine. You can also try to build the Dragoon and have the ultimate vehicle. And the
Yes, the gun.
At the end, your abilities are added
Although
up
that perfectible though.
which are made to vary. You might fight King DDD, or hit a target in the air, or just try to jump as high as possible. There's a ton of different scenarios.
This is where I'm pretty sure
to actually find as many abilities
These-
as possible. And it's
no, these rear line damage penalties only apply to like normal attacks.
1/3 of the whole game. I do have to say though, the menus are pretty damn good. It's funny playing Sakurai
And tentacle skill.
because you can always
I don't
tell
know.
just by the menu design. It's almost like leaving his personal signature without even realizing it. Number 10, Super Smash Bros. This and Mario 64 were my childhood games. I still remember when I first saw the game at like 6 years old. I was visiting some family, and in my cousin's room, the TV was on, and he had the Smash Bros. Character select screen playing. The music really drew me in, and the colorful characters were so mysterious. And a few years later, I got the game for myself and was beyond hooked. I played so much Smash Bros. That I could beat 3 level 9 computers by myself without any trouble. Just the sheer nature of Smash Bros. And its simplicity makes it really easy for anybody to pick up. And no matter what you say about the Smash series, the first game will always have the greatest box art. It's so dynamic and fun, and I love how Link looks scared and Fox says, Biff. What the heck is Biff? We all know how it works. You beat up your opponents and knock them off the stage with a random tie-up. It completely changed the concept of what fighting games are, and there's yet to be a true competitor. PlayStation All-Stars Battle Royale and Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl made attempts at the formula, but they just don't have the same polish that this franchise does. There's just something so satisfying about Falcon punching with Captain Falcon, or eating enemies with Kirby and getting their abilities. It's a celebration of Nintendo's biggest franchises. Each character's attacks feel natural because they pull attributes from the
How much longer will
Now
this
with all
take?
that said, this is by far the jankiest Smash to play. It's still a lot of fun, but it has its quirks. It doesn't feel that smooth to move around using an N64 joystick. You can't turn off tap jump, and there really aren't that many stages to play. 12 characters is also a pretty small roster, but for the 90s,
Yeah,
it
she's
was
still the slowest, but
I always played as Fox the most, but I had a pretty neat mess in Mario as well. On top of that, it's a bunch of items. Some of them handled from the Nintendo games. And I've only talked about multiplayer.
Let me see if I got an upgrade.
Entire single player too, which nowadays is kind of barren, but it's still fun to dive into from time to time. The classic mode is a bunch of specialized matches where you'll fight a giant PK, a herd of Yoshi, or get to the end of a stage before time runs out. And of course, you end up fighting things like Master Chief. N64 games sure love having emphasis on hands, and I don't know why. And we've also got Break the Targets and Mortal platforms. These have personally always been my favorite part of Smash 64. They teach you how to play as each character without feeling like a tutorial. It's got this arcadiness to it as well, trying to optimize your route and all that. It's really too bad that we don't get unique stages in the newer games, or just break the targets at all. But there's also kind of like, the characters in Smash Bros. Ultimate, so I totally get why these modes were dropped. So all in all, Smash Bros. 64 is still a fun time and worth going back to. But Sakurai really went out of its way to make these
Is there anything
more
else?
insane. So this
Let
has
me
to be
upgrade
fun.
them. I'll have to do this scene though. Please. That voice. Akumi? Please, please, is anyone there? Help! That doesn't sound good. Let's go. Takumi, are you... what the... amount of mechanical parts. Is that you? O2? The mermaid? Oh, please help. Wait a minute. Don't tell me you're buried under these parts. Yes, I can't get them off. I would assume that would be obvious and have no need to be spoken out loud. Oh no, you need to hurry and get him out of there. They're blood maidens, so they fix it up lickety-split quickly. Phew! I thought I was a goner. Thanks! You're very welcome. I'm just glad you weren't hurt. Yes, and you owe us one. So, how'd you get under there anyway? You see, I was dismantling a train, and the pile of parts I took apart sort of fell on top of me. And that's why you were stuck under all those parts? A train? Yup. I really have to pay more attention to my surroundings, especially when I'm focused. Yes, you better be careful next time. I'll do that. So why were you dismantling a train in the first place? Huh? Because I like to. That's why. Of course, it's also because we can reuse some of the parts. You like to dismantle things? You got it! I like taking things apart from long ago. Used to dismantle all sorts of stuff. That's something I'll probably never understand. I don't blame you, and I don't expect anyone to understand too. Oh yeah, and you know how I talk all weird stuff, right? Come from dismantling too. Well, you mean you took different speech styles and put them together to use? Bingo! You know, by the time I knew it, I couldn't remember how I used to speak before. That's interesting. I guess that may happen. Don't be serious, Princess. All it is that he's a weirdo. Weirdo? Oh my, you're gonna make me tear here. Woohoo! See, he's just enjoying playing out different styles of speech. Oh. Come on now, I'm not as good as how you speak to Princess. Like you speak and act like some kind of prince in front of her. Please don't make it sound like we're the same. My motivation is love. My love towards my dear princess brings out the prince in me. Otsu? You're embarrassing me. Yep. I can tell for sure now. You're like me. You know, as you word it, we're weirdos. I see. You want to get stuck under that pile again. Now hold still. Wait, hold it, Otsu. Calm down.
Welcome! Is that it?
Yeah, so I'll count that as attempted murder.
Alright!
It'll be fine to upgrade some of these.
Alrighty! Done!
Let's use this red and blue.
Alright!
Whatever, we got plenty. I should be fine.
Alrighty!
There.
Alrighty! Done! Alright!
Alrighty, done! Alrighty, done!
I'll get the fine.
Alrighty,
Red is still the most useful blood type. For A. They're color-coded, so I refer to them by their colors. But they are just the 4 blood types.
Got anything else for me?
So confusing.
Welcome. You want a purge?
Fuck.
See ya!
Kirby, Nightmare and Dreamland. Wow!
Oh, hey. Here's to the kingdom. Yeah! It's probably gonna be about all the falling down he does.
It's really opposite. Also, this video is getting spoiled for the Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom, which, like, if you're trying to avoid those right now, it's time to stop watching, okay? Are you gone? Because I'm willing to pick with Nintendo, and it's really easy to articulate. Link and Zelda are both super dead. Deader than my driver's ed teacher said I would be if I ran away from a train instead of toward it if my car stalled on the railroad tracks. The reason you don't want to do this is because when a train hits a car, the shrapnel and the car itself fly in the direction the train is running, so you want to run the opposite direction at a 45-degree angle to decrease your chances of getting hit by shards of glass and metal. Every time you answered a question like that wrong in his class, by the way, he'd go like this. Bam! You're dead now! I died a lot in driver's ed.
Here I go!
Where was it? So,
Seems like a
Link and Zelda.
How's this?
Why am I saying
unique feature.
It's not at the start
Really?
of the game, mind you. No, Link is fine during all
Here they come!
Resurrection,
Leave it to
Magic
me.
and Product Art stuff. It's not survived long enough to explore Hyrule. Here, we can slow down the game footage and I can show you the exact moment Link's soul...
Okay, O2 being slower is actually a bit of a problem.
Here. Yep. That's a dead guy, alright. Why do you ask? Because nobody can
I
survive...
think preferably everyone should get some blood first before O2 gets a turn. But then I remembered this guy's the thing. Shit.
Do your best! I'll do my best!
Cheers in the kingdom.
Maybe I can try pointing him to sleep?
About gaming and water before, and I guess people use water because it's a staple trope in our entertainment. Fall from a great height into the ground, bam! You're dead now unless you're Becky Hill. Fall from a great height into the gentle embrace of a pool of water, however, and you're suddenly fine. No worries, it's like
Hell yeah.
My turn.
Kittens. I think this is a thing in most games, though my favorite happens to be Minecraft, where if you're really good, you can carry around a bucket of water and place it down on the ground right before you hit it, and it will deaden your fall and you'll be completely fine. But it gets even better, because you don't even have to have a full block of water. Literally any amount of water, even this tiny couple centimeters, is enough to save you from the worst fall in the game, from build limit to the lowest point in Bedrock. This is an extremely phenomenon, but it gets the point across. In video games, water equals safety from falling, end of story, unless you're the early Grand Theft Auto games. That cannot be further from the truth. In reality, falling into water at anything resembling terminal velocity...
Alright, he was an idiot, he didn't do the thingy.
Today, and Link is dead now, and probably Zelda too. Somehow survives his first fall and makes it to the end of the game. And we're going to do it with my favorite things on Earth: pixel measurements and...
Oh wow, nice instant. How does that even make sense?
To figure out precisely how fast he is falling. In a lot of games, it's impossibly difficult to figure out, but in Tears of the Kingdom, it's super easy. Why? Because of these bad boys right here. The 3-map coordinates. X, Y, and Z coordinates. Boy, I wish every game did this. It would make my life so much easier. But, units are unlabeled. They're just units. For all we know, they're not meters, but are, I don't know, light years or millimeters. 100 millimeters per second is a lot slower than 100 meters per second, and it would make this video dead in the water. And dead in the water. And...
Killing Stone gets a lot of SP and HP regenerated, it seems so.
We need to know how big one of these units is. Let's assume each unit is a meter just for a second, alright? If that's the case, I can use this staircase as a frame of reference. From here to here is 1 unit, which in this screenshot is 337 pixels. Link stands at 496 pixels, which, if a unit is a meter, would make him 147... Okay, yeah, not 147 meters. If a unit is a meter, it would make him 1.47 meters tall, or about 4 foot 9 inches. So where do we go from here?
You see, guys, Link is not short.
Think in time to another video.
4 foot 9 is not short.
We're going, of course, back to Breath of the Wild, because in Breath of the Wild, there's Richland Tower, and on top of the Richland Tower is a man named Branley, who will initiate the Birdman Research Study minigame, which amazingly will give you, that's right, your distance in meters. And can we just stop for a second and appreciate my record of 5,117.9
Wow.
meters, because that distance freaking rules. What we actually need to do here is just initiate the minigame and
Bomb barrels, probably.
It's the same game engine as Tears of the Kingdom and appears to be the same character model as well. We can justify translating any distance we find in this game back to the other, and vice versa. Let me introduce you to the difference filter in Photoshop. One of my most used tools, especially for applications like this. Let me show you how it works. First, let's start the minigame, start falling, and take 2 screenshots from the same perspective, each one 1 meter's distance apart. Okay, we got those. Now we open them in Photoshop. Now the way the difference between Photoshop is the more similar 2 pixels are, the darker they show up. If they are an exact match, they show up as completely black. So if you layer these 2 screenshots over each other, they look like this. You can see the place where my stamina wheel is completely black when I turn the difference filter on. So what we want to do is pick a background element as our focus and try to get it to line up perfectly. Then we'll measure the difference. It'll be easier if I can show you. Okay, I'm going to pick this mesh spot right here because from experience I think it'll be the most accurate place since it mostly lines up with Link's position and should have the least distortions from perspective. So we take our 2 screenshots, line this section up, and then measure the difference at the bottom. Okay, so that gives us a difference of 214 pixels, which means in these screenshots 1 meter is 214 pixels. Now we gotta figure out how tall Link is in pixels. I like to measure from the back shield to the top of the head for consistency purposes, which gets us precisely 300 pixels. Okay, so that means if a meter is 214 pixels in this game, that Link is 1.4 meters tall in Breath of the Wild, which is 4 foot 7 inches, which is really darn close to the 1.47 meters we got in Tears of the Kingdom. So I'm going to say, given our margin for error is about 5% and has a bunch of perspective-based caveats, that we can confirm that 1 unit in Tears of the Kingdom is indeed 1 meter. Oh yeah, sucker, you can math! Okay, so the next part we got to figure out is how fast Link is moving before he hits the water. At his fastest speed, Link moves 10 units in the span of 9 hours, which 66 meters per second. This is very fast. That is 214 kilometers per hour, or just shy of 150
Nice. Those were the 2 characters I really wanted to get as pure recovery.
Oh, wow. Okay, I really said twig there. Oh shit, actually, how suddenly it's stop at the end of this first dive and there again. Well, as he hits the water, Link immediately
And it's auto attack.
He dives about 4 meters and slows down to a full stop.
See, this game is no problem. Honestly, I really gotta wonder sometimes if I really am playing on the hardest difficulty. Maybe they made the game easier on the port. If so, that sucks. Or maybe it really is just a skill issue.
That should do it.
Well, here, grow straw.
His entire body. What does that translate to? Well, that's the pressure of an alligator's bite, covering every inch of his body. We're talking first time
I can't wait.
bones and liquefied tissues.
There.
The worst part is the guy who's landed head first, basically headbutting the water with his single most vital
There.
organ.
There.
See, water is quite soft.
There.
It must cling to itself.
There.
That's why you see
There.
water form little bubbles when floating in zero-G environments. This is called surface tension, although it's really a tension that exists everywhere in the water. Water molecules are highly attracted to one another due to their many hydrogen bonds, you see, so it wants to stick together. What this means is, when something comes into contact with it at these massive speeds, is that this water does not want to get out of the way, so it just doesn't, or it doesn't really very fast enough to save your life. And the thing about water is that it's actually very, very, very heavy. One liter of this stuff weighs a freaking ton. Literally, 1 ton. I think that's actually how we define the ton, actually, or actually how we define the ton in the only time. So each meter you go down, it's like you're getting slammed by 1 ton of bricks. You're gonna have a bad time. Why don't you go slower? Well, you know, you're still screwed, because the slowest top speed you can reach from here is 30 meters per second when you've got your body wide open, which is still fast as fuck, boy! 108 kilometers per hour, or 67 miles per hour, giving you better chances of survival as long as you don't belly flop and you're still going to be hitting water with 4,000 newtons of force, which is enough to shatter pretty much every bone in your body upon impact, or at least the first ones that hit the water. Even if you landed feet first, good luck swimming ashore with your shattered tibia and cracked femur. Pray that your internal organs
there was a shortcut. God damn it. Whatever.
Well, ignoring the fact that Link doesn't have one of these bad boys yet, you'd be just as screwed,
And I don't need
more
to use
so
it.
because you're coming to nearly a complete standstill in 366 milliseconds, which means all 100 kilos of weight is going to be tugging at your arms with the right force of a human being, which more than strong enough to yank your arms right out of your sockets, possibly snapping the tendons holding them in for a second. Somehow you can hold on to this bloody thing. Then you slip and fall to the ground and hit it nearly the same speed you were going before. Bam! You're dead now.
Here I
Which
go.
brings us to the ending of Tears of the Kingdom. Link and Zelda are falling here. Link grabs Zelda and kabam! They splash into the water at full speed, practically exploding upon impact. Even if you played the game perfectly up to this point, survived and never made a dangerous fall, this here is where you both bite the dust. End of story. So I'm sorry to say Tears of the Kingdom, but I might have to give you an F for realism, but you get an A+ for fun. What's that? The level 2 wingsuit negates all falling damage even if you swan dive straight to the rock. Honestly, I actually haven't beaten Tears of the Kingdom yet, honestly, but I could not resist watching the speedrun that dropped a
Fuck. Whatever.
That's like less time than expended in the intro stages. Yeah, I suck at video games. I have to throw out a thank you to my Patreon patrons who make this show possible and all the shows we do here possible. Even the ones that don't get
Yeah, apparently there's a suit that lets you negate all fall damage. No, don't do that. Why would you do that, Ham? Gretel, why?
We just say their name.
How's this?
I'm talking about M. Lopez, Justin Bush, Dr. Vem, Ronald Coleman, Alan Hayers, Ed MTP, Artifox, Marissa Resnick, Nick Patterson, and Loretta Mazer. And if you want to be a Patreon patron, you can head on over to patreon.com/ScienceYT or patreon.com/ShinyCast and contribute whatever you want. We have a live stream every Saturday where I hang out with the guys who play Project Zomboid, and we have a private section of our Discord server for
Show you my
all
power.
kinds of fun stuff
Show
like
you
that.
my
You know,
power.
access too. That's good stuff right there.
They're here.
Leave
it to me.
Alright, time to go edit this video. I will see you next time.
Here I go.
Somebody watching it yet?
Today I'm going back to my game theorist background and unpacking the psychology, analytics, and secret genius behind what makes mascot horror so successful. Probably one of the most successful newest genres of video games have. First of all, what is mascot horror? Well, it's actually pretty easy to define. Mascot horror is a subgenre. Sorry,
Leave it to me.
the word horror because it's like mascots and makes it sound like another word that I won't say.
Great work, everyone.
Breath of the Wild's DLC right now, Tears of the Kingdom, you can buy a plot of land and build a house from a company named Hudson Construction. This is the same company with the guy that you can find scattered throughout the world putting up signs for Hudson Construction, but he puts some of them in the worst places possible where no one will ever see them, and he builds the signs with one leg or something. Why do you build them? By going through the process and having an honestly terrible experience, I've decided that I'm going to give Hudson Construction a Yelp review, so you don't have to waste your time with it. Things started out
Here I
The
go.
company representative was a really nice dude. He seemed like he knew his stuff, but things were to get you. I think he was wearing socks on my property, which is a no-no. I don't want Koji stinking up my land. That's -1 star immediately. Their selection for different rooms and customization is pretty lacking in my opinion, but that is something I'll get back to in a second. This is what really blew my mind. Now I want you to pay attention to what I'm doing. I am building this house myself. What kind of construction
We're ready to
company makes you build the house? Sure, they built the prefabricated parts, which is cool, but if I didn't have these telekinetic powers, I'd have to do this all by hand. So what about all those other people that don't have the luxury that I have? Just watch them struggle and get hernias? That's completely my biggest complaint with this company.
Let's go!
I'm gonna drop my construction down to 0 stars. It was very upsetting. Back on the selection though, there's 18 options for you to choose from, including triangle and square-shaped rooms, weapon and shield display rooms, kitchen and bedroom of course, outdoor stuff, and more. Not bad, but not great. I would like an armor set room where I can display armor that I don't use or display the skulls of my dead enemies or something. Also, I would like to somebody if I hit stash or moron maybe. Like probably the only one who does that, so I can
This should do it.
Also, why can't I put a roof on my house? How do they look so boxy? And you can only put down 15 room pieces, which goes by a lot quicker than you think, especially because stairs take up a slot. How am I supposed to build my dream house like this? The outside of it, by the room's furnished, which is a huge plus. I appreciate that. So we'll give them 2 stars back because furniture obviously ain't cheap and their prices really aren't bad. However, even with this selection, you cannot paint the house. You're just stuck with this awful green color everything.
Found something.
Found something.
And after finally
Wow, that was amazing.
Is everyone on board?
Let me tell you, this guy is
Found something, found something, found something.
No problem, but
That was honestly kind of satisfying.
this would be allowed.
Off we go.
Open the foot bronze. It's a good thing I'm wearing this mask, otherwise COVID or something might just seep on in through there. I'll give you a little house tour though. So you walk in, nice triangle rooms to remind me of the days when the Triforce was actually relevant to the Zelda story. You got this nice painting of a goblin named Blue that I met back in high school. He's dead now. Got my bedroom and kitchen down here. Walk up the stairs and I've got my weapon displays up here. On the upstairs patio, I've got a flower bed and this sideways pond that would have had water in it if it wasn't sideways. I'll get back to that in a second. This is where
Here I go.
His name is Queeblum. He's a beautiful
Here.
black stallion. Come on, Queeblum.
How's this?
Cameras are rolling, Queeblum. We're
Here.
trying to freedom here. Let me out. We're such a distant.
Lucky me.
Anyway, if you look above
Here.
while you're standing on the 2nd floor, you can see that I've got a staircase there that definitely shouldn't be there. I guess the home inspector forgot to look up, because all the pictures and stuff there are probably on the bridge
Here I
falling
go.
crash from ahead of me. That's okay. I'm really
Here.
happy you let me keep it, because it gives me a nice little
How's
spot
this?
behind it when I'm going to
How's this?
But eventually, I expect those Mormons to
How's
just break
this?
into the front door once I don't answer them for the 11th time in a row. They're going to find my spot, so that's where the sideways pond comes in. I've got a second hiding spot to evade.
That was fitting timing.
We've got a 1 star for the
Here.
The nail in the coffin for me was really just the fact that this Hudson construction employee is constantly standing outside my home, watching my every move, making it really awkward whenever Zell's in there chilling. It's another reason why I want a basement. Oh, I have 0 stars because I can't get it first. They tried cheering me up by getting me this housewarming gift, which is a special fabric.
Wow, a new
The only
place.
problem is that it has Hudson's
Let's be
stupid ass
careful.
head on it, so I'm never gonna use it. What's under all that hair anyway? 0 stars.
Hamlin's really saying that.
Actually,
Alright, I'll stop here.
I like the spirit.
We'll explore the 2nd floor next episode.